If you enjoyed our shows, you should also be checking out the network we're a part of, the Fun Installers Network, whose promo will be playing next, and then we'll be on to the show. If you enjoyed our shows, you should also be checking out the network we're a part of, the Fun Installers Network, whose promo will be playing next, and then we'll be on to the show.
Welcome back to Capers and Cataclysms, the short-form D&D 5th edition in podcast that uses a lot of homebrew and is not too big on long campaign settings, though the setting is consistent. We return now to... Oh, wait. That's the wrong order. Before we start on this, we have a new cast for you today. As is always on Capers and Cataclysms, we have a rotating cast and characters to be used. So let's let them introduce themselves.
Well, hello there, Poppers. It's me, Brian, again. And I'm going to be coming back with Pappy again. Our favorite Geppettan marionette that may or may not be a certain Undertale character inspired. And we all remember Pappy's 3 feet tall. He has a little breastplate, a red scarf, his little booties, and his little red mittens that he wears. And he is, of course, a speed henchman. And since he's leveled to level 5, we got some fun new abilities for him. And I think that's about it for Pappy. So I think that we're good for Pappy.
All right, Eric?
Returning again and forever here is me, Eric. I, too, will be playing a Geppettan, a custom race from a book called Zelda's Spire of Secrets. I will be playing a different subclass, though. I am playing what is known as a Bisque, which are basically the human, I don't want to say baby dolls because, he's not a baby, but those, the child dolls, the porcelain dolls, kind of creepy looking. And I did actually write up a description, which I shall read now. My character wears a shirt that's more of a long tunic on him and a wide, again, for him, belt to bind it in place, as well as a little leather vest for armor and boots that are, for him, knee length because they're oversized. He is kind of comical in his appearance because his constructed nature kind of makes him that uncanny valley. So his hair looks real, but the short black hair that he has is artificial, as are the painted glass eyes that he has. One is actually covered with an emblazoned eye patch. The other that can be seen is a human, kind of a stormy sky green. He, due to his artificial nature, he has his bone white porcelain skin kind of painted or blushed a tanned pink like he's been outside all day, with his cheeks being a little darker, like he's been exerting himself. He is a staggering 2'6", and his name is Zell.
All right, Alexiel?
Hi, I'm Alexiel. I'm here. I am playing Zephyr, a wind-forged, fey-forged, rogue who stands at about 9 feet tall, towering over pretty much everyone else here, I think. And he is very, very lazy. He does a good job, but he's lazy. Spends like half the day sleeping. Like
That's
that
the dream.
Lazy.
That's the
That
dream.
is the dream. That is very much the dream.
All right. Anything else?
This may or may not be a Sans, but that was unintentional.
Was it though?
It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
And okay, finally, Sean.
Oh, I would like to bring up one thing. You might recognize Alexio's name because I believe in early Monster Mash or Soda Breaks with Storm and Lizard, we talked about the person with the cursed dice, as Alexio is the third player in the game that Eric and I met Storm and Lizard.
I would like to say it's not cursed, it's blessed. It's cursed for the DM.
I was going to say it's cursed depending on what side of the dice you're on.
All right.
So
Sean.
what we're going to do is we're just going to sit back and let Alexio do everything, because he's going to roll 16 natural 20s this session. So we're just going to send him out an advanced scout or something, and we're going to come in and sweep up. So,
All right. Sean, before we do any of that, Sean has to introduce his character.
Hello, Poppers. I am playing Buzz Parsec, a gritty war ravaged teddy bear. Because I'm using the Geppettan race, the Raggedy. He wears a leather armor with a long coat and a pot on his head. And he carries a handgun and a double-barreled shotgun and a shovel on his back.
So you might have noticed a theme of this group, listeners.
Yeah, I was going to point out this
We're all
entire
small.
game. No, we're
Except
not.
for Alexio, he had to break the mold. So
No. The entire concept of this game came from when we were preparing for the previous game, and Brian was telling us about Pappy. Everyone fell in love with the concept of the Gepettans. So they're like, how about a full Gepettan team? So this is another thing that will occasionally happen on Capers and Cataclysms, the thematic game. Today's theme?
puppets.
Actually, well, it was originally small toy characters, but it's just artificial life now. Considering we also have... No, hey, it still fits. It's still a theme. And I just... How tall is Fuzz, by the way?
He is small because Racketies are small.
I know, but you have
but like
general
actual
height?
size, because mine is 2'6".
Rarely breaking 3 feet in height.
So
Specifically yours, Sean.
Yes.
Like my guy is 2'6".
Yeah.
What is specifically Fuzz's height?
I want to say 3 feet.
Okay.
Okay, same size as Happy.
So
Same
a
size
great
as
note here.
Happy.
So a great note here. All three of them could stand on each other's shoulders and make a tower, and they'd still be shorter than Alexia's character.
Yeah, because we only add up to 8'6".
Wait.
Yep, you're still looking up. That's until the henshin comes out, but that's effort. That's what we call effort.
That's cheating.
That's
Actually-
cheating effort.
Actually, it's only 8'6" if we're standing on each other's head. If we go by the shoulders, then it's actually shorter.
All
Who
right.
told you of Happy's plan?
Okay. Now that introductions are out of the way, let us return to the Independent Goat Herders Association. That is not correct. No, it is the Interplanar Guild of Adventure.
I was going to say goat herders. What? I know you needed coffee and you didn't sleep well, but Jesus.
That's just the cover.
The IGA could stand for many, many things.
I mean, that's a bad pun.
But accurate considering how Arc 1 went.
And so it begins.
Oh, it has not even begun.
I know you guys
neither
are
are.
want to have fun, but we got to get this going.
You are playing with me. Puns are a given.
No, okay. It's not just you. We also have a sand stand-in and a papyrus stand-in. This is going to be a very punny mission. I can guarantee it, especially when you see what's coming up, okay?
You might even
how
say
bad this is going to be.
I would
you
like
might
the
even say this
recognition
session's
I'm
going to be
usually
a
not person.
Undertale.
Again, I would like the record to show that I'm not usually a pun person.
We'll
Prior
see.
to anything happening, I would like the record to that on record.
Well, the trial will tell. Anyway, back at the IGA headquarters, things are pretty. Sorry, I'm getting the ball rolling. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're good.
All right. At IGA headquarters in the city of Grey Anchor, things are pretty calm at the guild hall itself, but that's more or less because there is a sort of celebration going on. So a lot of the guild members are either at the celebration festival or acting as guard duty for it. So that sort of thing is going on. It's this big thing. It's not important. It's not super important at the moment, but as the
It's a celebration, but it's not important.
it's not important to our characters or what's going on with them. Because, well, it's only important to them because guild hall protocols require a full team of heroes to stay behind to act as vanguard in case anything should happen, in case of emergency.
Makes sense.
In this case, a lot of people ended up shrugging their guard duty and shrugging it off to essentially what was a bunch of easily manipulated people they saw.
Or probably
When it
someone who
ended-
just straight up asleep.
Yeah,
Didn't
that was like they asked who wanted to do it. Everyone took a step back, but your character was asleep, so he just it's like thank you for volunteering.
Wait,
What? Yeah.
Not even that, he didn't wake up.
Yeah. So that's how we ended up with 3 Gepetten and a sleeping robot as the vanguard at the guild. Gods have mercy on their souls. Of course, there's also Mrs. Blackquill is there. She is the assistant to the head of the guild.
and probably the most competent of all of us.
Probably. She also is not big on celebration, which is why she's there. But since she's not an actual participating guild member, she's a ranked officer. She didn't get counted towards the required minimum at the guild. She's just doing paperwork at the front desk. That's what she's doing, and she's having a grand time at it. What would you guys be doing just while waiting? Like, do you want to do any RP before the ball gets rolling?
Oh, you bet I do.
All right.
Okay. So,
Who's the leader of this group?
It's not determined until the job is assigned.
That's fair.
okay. So, Happy is actually actively looking for his team, but he's actually in his civilian garb. He's got a red backwards hat on with a white tank top that says "Cool Dude" and little blue shorts on, and he doesn't have his boots, but he has little red sneakers on. Now, where is my team? But then, right in the middle of the guild hall, he starts to hear some music, and I want to roll a performance because Pappy wants to break down and bust a groove.
Go ahead. Larissa is hard ignoring you no matter how you roll, by the way.
But you're not going to ignore for long, because I roll a 19, and plus 3, that's a 22.
She glances up, makes a noise like, and then looks back to her paperwork.
Happy is actively, you know what? Because last time he was breakdancing, now he's doing the Macarena in the middle of the guild hall.
A very competent Macarena, given you got a 22. It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect.
So that's what Pappy's doing. As he's doing his Macarena, he's just looking around to see his other teammates.
Yeah.
He's heard tales that he might be teaming up with the greatest bear of all time.
All right, what are the others doing? I can kind of guess. Is Zephyr asleep?
Definitely in the corner.
Asleep in the corner. Yep, makes sense.
In the dark corner.
In the dark corner. Zephyr's asleep in the dark corner. Okay. What about
Because
He's a rogue. He is a rogue, so he's got to do the dark corner thing.
that makes sense.
He was hiding from Paperwork Lady originally.
That's
So
so
you got to
fitting.
stand on duty. You got to be ready in case something happens. Where the hell did he go?
Plus I have that rebel background, so any standard law enforcement has a lot of trouble catching me.
Oh yeah. Okay. What about Zell and Fuzz? What are they doing?
Do you want me to roll a stealth check? 'Cause I will.
No. Practicing his gun kata
That's my passive stealth.
on a pillow tied to a chair. Just like whipping
That's
around
not-
a shotgun like a club.
That's probably where Zephyr was asleep before Larissa showed up. He's like, oh shit, gotta hide.
I rolled stealth anyway, and it's like 29.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
And then once he's done, he pats the pillow on the side and goes, "Good work, soldier." That
What
voice
is
is
Zell
gonna
up to?
kill me.
I'm sorry. What is Zell up to?
Firstly, I'd like to point out the it's begun because Alexia rolled a 29 for stealth.
Not wrong.
Natural 18 plus 11.
Like I said, we're just gonna sit back and let him handle everything with his god rolls.
If he's awake.
Fair enough.
We'll have plenty of time to do stuff.
All right.
What Zell is doing is he found a place to sit that he can see basically most of the room, and he is taking advantage of his toy-like nature. He is merely sitting there.
Oh no.
He is sitting there.
He's doing his ambush shit.
He is sitting there. He is watching the room for any intruders, and he's just staring, unblinking at the room, sitting
Oh, God, that's so
perfectly
creepy.
still.
No.
So, this is what everyone's doing, yes? We're good?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? No, we're all constructs. It's like Warforged, but we're toys.
No, but
Well, you're all Warforged but toys. I am actually a Warforged, but more Warforged.
You're a Fey Warforged.
Yes. Who has the
You're
ability of
fable.
flying to basically drop like around 500 to 600 pounds on somebody from literally nowhere.
You're a giant bionicle.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm using the innocuous feature of the Gepetin. Gepetin are generally indistinguishable from non-living dolls of the same type. Because of that, they can be very stealthy when required. You have advantage on charisma deception checks to make you appear as a mundane toy.
Yeah, all right. So everyone's just kind of chilling out, doing their own things. When the front doors to the guild get kicked open, and you see one of the local town guard, one of the Grey Anchor guards, he is having a bit of trouble because he seems to be hefting around a battered and nearly out of it looking Goliath lady. She's injured, she doesn't look good, and he's looking to get some help. Like, help me, help. You might recognize him as one of the guards that regulars the guild because he knows, like, he's one of the liaisons. This is the guard is Prigel Bosk.
You have got to work on those NPC names.
Yes, I know. Hey, I actually rolled random for that. Prigel Bosk.
I know. You need to stop using those random generators because goddamn.
Some of them are crazy, but hey, I can't, like, my brain comes up with random shit. Names are my weak point. I will use the random names for useless NPCs. I mean, not useless. They are not useless NPCs, but minor NPCs. There we go. I will use the role name generator for minor NPCs as much as I like.
Fuzz is gonna what's the word? What's the word for putting your gun in a holster his shotgun and run on over? Because he is a buff teddy bear.
All right, strength or athletics check to help if you were going to have
athletics, because I am proficient in athletics, and that is a 15 because I only rolled a 9 on the dice.
That's completely fine. You do help. Larissa is getting up at this point to come watch as well as you come to help Bosk get the large Goliath lady over to one of the benches in the room. Anyone else reacting to this? Yeah, one of the town guard, coming in, calling for help, an injured Goliath lady.
all right. Happy stops dancing, looks over, sees the guard, but then sees the buff teddy bear going over to help out. And Happy realizes this must be the bear. So Happy's like, oh wait, I gotta make an entrance, but I need to help. So he's gonna go actively just go try to help out.
All right. So, okay, that's being gathered. Larissa comes over. He's like, what happened, boss? What is this? Who is this? I don't know. Oh, ma'am. She says her name's Wega, and she's just talking about a kidnapping. Kidnapping? Okay. I was pausing to see if
no, Pappy just looks and he just leans over to the bear and just goes, "Why is a child sleeping a problem?"
No, my friend. It means the kid was napped away, like taken away, like your laundry in the middle of the night.
Pappy cocks his head and he's just, "It's a problem if your laundry is taken in the middle of the night? You think it'd be better to wash your clothes at that time?"
Oh, Lord.
No. I mean, like, they went stolen, my friend. It's the napping of kids, as in, like, putting them in a knapsack and taking them away. Like your clothes in the middle of the night. That is what my expression was meant to be.
While they are having this conversation, Larissa had leaned down over by the Goliath because she is not doing well. And she just keeps coughing and hard to talk. It's like, what happened? And she's trying to get information out of the Goliath. The Goliath's like, I was tasked with getting the Ivory Queen back to... God damn it. I wrote down the name of the place, and then I don't have the thing in... The one name I don't have in front of me is one of the names I needed to say.
Naturally.
Are you kidding me? Why isn't it popping up? Oh, because it's way the fuck over there. They shrink this. Okay, got it now. I had the Ivory Queen... The Ivory Queen had to get back to Kakarunga. And just... we were attacked. They took the cart. They stole the queen. Is what the Goliath lady is saying.
Pappy raises his hand. Didn't you just say a child was kidnapped? But now you're talking about the queen. I'm confused.
Larissa just gives him a look. Shh. And like she actually does the finger to the mouth thing to Pappy. Shh. What happened? Who did this to you? What happened? Like, we were attacked by GG before passing out. Larissa looks very, very kind of frowning deeply at this information.
Before you yawn from the corner too. What's going on?
There is a very loud snap from Larissa as she actually snaps her fingers, magically enhanced, the kind of just... It is a very well-known noise in the guild, Larissa snapping, because it just, like, reverberates through the entire hall. And it's just like, there's a bit of magic with it to, like, pay attention. Yeah, it's basically a pay attention snap, you know? It's supposed to wake everyone up, like a snap out of it, you know? Snap out of what you're doing and pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
So, any reactions to the snap? Like, getting people attention is basically what she's calling for with that snap.
Yeah, he's like walking out from like the corner that definitely nobody saw him in.
Yeah, nobody saw him there. She knew he had to be there because it was his job to be there, but she didn't know where he was.
No, which means he could get away with slacking.
Yeah.
So, like, before the snap, Pappy was in his civilian garb. After the snap, Pappy's in his usual outfit now with his scarf and everything. Somehow he changed into his other clothes during the snap.
It might have been on underneath his normal clothes.
Yeah, well, that's most likely what happened.
You've heard of a snap cut, so...
And now Pappy's standing and saluting.
Does Zell react?
You don't see anyone else, but you do hear, "Who's Gigi?"
Buzz is standing at attention, saluting as well.
Good. She turns to the group and she kind of glares at the doll on the chair. She knows who he is. She knows who she is. Clarissa knows. She knows everyone in the guild.
That's fair.
And then she looks back to the gathering group. GG, or the Get Out Gang, are a notorious group of bandits known for kidnapping and known for just ransacking the countryside to the west. This stealing all sorts of things. They have never, to my knowledge, resorted to kidnapping before, which has definitely increased not only their threat level, but also the fact that they kidnapped supposedly the queen of Klakarunga.
Bless you.
She glares again at the doll.
No movement.
Means we have to act immediately. If they're trying to blackmail a kingdom, a sovereign kingdom here in Pivoltech, they have to be stopped as fast as possible. Unfortunately, most of the guild is not available, so we have to work with who we have. You have to get moving now. And that last part, she said while looking at the doll. Get moving now.
What doll? There's no doll in the chair.
Shouldn't we give her medical attention first?
We can handle that. There are clerics here in town. If a queen has been kidnapped, it is the guild's responsibility to assist. We'll get you a wagon. We'll get you going as fast as possible. You know which way you know the route she was taking. The guard looks a little like she asked to the guard, and like, we found her off the western gate. Apparently, some merchants found her, and they saw the aftermath of what was going on. According to them, the guys rushed off to the west. They're heading for the coast. She sighs. There's only one place they could be setting off from. That would be good conditions now. We'll get you a cart. You need to get going immediately. We'll try and send you back up as soon as we can, but there's no time. She pulls out a mission coin that determines who's going to be in charge of this group. Everybody, roll me a d20.
All right.
He prepares his hands for an intense round of rock, paper, scissors. Happy is going to lose because he rolled a 7.
I rolled a 10.
Oh no.
What did you roll, Alexiel?
Natural 20. On the Matt Mercer dice of all things.
What did I say, folks? What did I say?
She tosses the coin in the air, and the person that just grabs it out of the air is Zephyr.
He probably grabbed it mid-air, too. He probably just floated over.
Yeah. Like, you gotta get going quickly. I'll call for the carts, and I'll get an aid.
Come on, give me something. There we go.
Do you need any more information before we go? Oh. And before you go. Last chance for information before you head out for the mission.
What is the city we're going to like?
You're not heading for a city. There is a somewhat ramshackle shipyard area not shipyard, but it's an area that's been known to build temporary docks for pirates and the such.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most likely place that the Get Out gang is heading for. And if they're trying to get away with the queen, getting out to sea would be one of the best things they could do, because it's a lot harder to track them once they're on the water. Especially with the inconsistent nature of this world.
I guess good thing I can fly then.
Yeah. Any other questions?
No, I think that's good for Zell.
All right.
Pappy just going to raise his hand and goes, how many members are present in this gang?
It varies. If they're going for the queen, they probably have a lot of their members. Another reason they're called GG is because all their members are gnomes, gnolls, and goblins.
Is there anything special if we take out the leader?
If you can take out if you can take out the goblin gang, now that they're actually a threat, you will get a bonus. It's just standard bonus over the standard rate. They are now a great enough threat, but only if you're able to save the queen. The queen is the primary concern.
All right.
If it comes down between killing the commander and saving the queen is priority. Get the queen, get her back to Klakrunga.
Pappy turns to Fuzz and goes, all right, my new fuzzy companion. The plan shall be we send the big one to go after the queen, and we go kick the gang's butt.
Zephyr's just kind of standing right behind you. Literally 3 times your size, just kind of halfway glaring down at you like.
But can Zephyr hear from how far away he is from Happy?
Yes.
Happy looks up at Zephyr. Happy has a weird familiar twinge for a moment, and then he just says, how's the weather up there?
Perfectly fine. How's the dirt?
How's the
Very
dirt?
comfortable. Very comfortable.
Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. Also, just kind of thinking about this, if you have a 5-foot range, being how tall you are, unless you squat down, I think Pappy is out of your normal range. If you're just standing next to him.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
But it does mean we can share space, essentially.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Theoretically, any of them can share a space with me.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I think Fuzz just looks back and says, "Well, I believe that would be handled by our commander here, Pappy.
The one with the coin is the boss.
You need to follow the rate of command, otherwise it's just chaos and so much spilled ravioli."
As Pappy is just staring up at Zephyr, he just has flashbacks of a time past. He looks at Fuzz and goes, "We're doomed."
Oh, this is going to be the best game ever.
It really is.
All right. Any other preparation? You want to requisition anything from the?
Oh, sorry.
Or you want to requisition anything from like the guild quartermaster before you head? Any basic equipment you can take.
So Pappy actually would like to request a cloak that could fit someone who is exactly about 8 feet tall.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. A large hat.
Yep.
And then also, crap. What is it called for the mask that just covers your eyes?
A bandit mask or an eye mask, a domino mask.
Domino mask. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was specifically, and he requests a domino mask.
I should name the quartermaster at some point, but the quartermaster or the quartermaster assistant, because the quartermaster is at the festival, gives you a look and is like, but he does give you what you ask for, even if he's very confused about it.
Pappy calls forth his other 2 Geppetton teammates, and he's going to tell them about the plan, little rascal.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's where this was going. But as soon as you said 8 feet tall, I was like, God damn it.
Fuzz is gonna exemplify he needs to be in the middle person because he has a plan too. That will be a major intimidation move.
Pappy thinks this is perfect because he was planning to be the legs. It is quite obvious that our looks at the doll. Very intimidating friend here will be the face.
He just kind of cocks his head to the side curiously, and then points to himself as like, "Me?
Yes, you.
You also need your hands free, considering you're the spellcaster.
Also true."
So what I'm thinking is, when we have found the sightings of the gang, we should institute Plan Little Rascal, and our cover would be we are trying to be the new member of the gang.
I like it.
Meanwhile, Zephyr's actually getting like his equipments, weapons, etc.
And Fuzz will say, "And if things go wrong, then we will intimidate them with a shooting from the crotch."
Yes, this is totally the greatest plan ever
Because
devised.
I have the handgun.
Yes.
I hate this.
Zephyr's definitely going to requisition more than just 20 arrows.
He passionately puts a hand out for his teammates to put on top of his.
Yep, will do.
Fuzz puts his hand on as well.
On 3, puppet force go. 1, 2, 3.
Puppet force go!
Pappy is very happy.
As I hear or see that happen, I'm just gonna be like, why was I assigned for this again?
Because you're the only competent member we have today. And that's saying something, given you're asleep half the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a simultaneous, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, Larissa is well aware that you being the most competent member they have currently available is not a great sign. No offense to
If
Zephyr.
we're ever in a situation where I am the voice of reason, we are in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zephyr's definitely notoriousally lazy.
Oh, fuck.
He still comes through, but he's just notoriously lazy.
Yeah, I get that. I've had characters like that, so I well understand.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Usually except with other Fey Forged, he usually draws for that.
You requisition your gear. She loads you up in a cart and just like head west. Look for the trail. Try and catch them before they reach the coast. If they reach the coast, they're probably more fortified, and it's going to be harder to fight them. Is the instruction she gives you? I'm good. Don't worry. You're not going to. Your backup is going to be shortly behind you. We got this. As she's saying that, a loud sound is heard, and a giant gray bubble is seen taking over half the city. And she sighs deeply. Just go. I'll see if I can handle whatever the hell that is.
Zell will salute with a yes, ma'am, and waddle off. If any of it, well, I mean, he's got the oversized boots, so that's how he has to walk. If anyone has seen Final Fantasy XIV, a Lalafell walking.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
God, yes.
Oh, my God.
I play Final Fantasy XIV so much, and I see Lalafell everywhere.
That was so adorable.
Small.
There you go.
Angry cause small. Jealous of tall.
Now I'm expecting you to do the Now I'm expecting you, like, if you ever panic, to do that Lalafell panic where they just start, like flailing their arms left and right.
That is adorable.
I'm going to requisition one item.
Oh, what do you need?
And this is actually going against the homage, because thinking about what we've been told, Fuzz is going to requisition a sniper rifle.
Oh, my.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Okay.
Fuzz
I forgot that was a thing. I forgot I allowed guns, so single shot, slow reloading kind of gun. Got it.
Ooh, very nice.
I'm going to allow you to take it, but I'm also going to make it so the reload action. I mean, you have to take an entire action to reload it. It's one of those kind of snipers.
Okay, because it's not like a big damage one. I was about to post it in the thing.
I was going to say, where the hell are we getting the stats for this from?
Yeah, I was about to ask that too. Where are you posting it?
Well, I just posted it in Capers and Cataclysms.
Yeah, reload 4. Shit. What's that mean, reload 4?
I think you have 4 shots before you have to reload.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But then the full reload takes a full turn.
Yeah. Heavy-sided, two-handed, so it seems pretty balanced, I think.
Yeah.
Still,
okay.
Though, Jesus.
I also probably wouldn't allow you to use it after moving. Like, you have to dedicate your turn to using this gun.
Yeah, because the thing about sighted is I can't use it I have to be more than 20 feet away, otherwise I have disadvantage.
Yeah. All right. So, anyone else want any special equipment before I go?
That's right, folks. D&D with sniper rifles. Not like we've actually been, stuck in a traditional fantasy setting.
I actually didn't know what things we could requisition. That's expensive. That rifle's expensive.
Well, Table Talk is a merging of multiple dimensions, so a weird collection of technologies and magics and everywhere from all sorts of, sources, D&D and homebrew, as long as it's scanned and allowed by the GM, is available. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know Valdez had a friggin' sniper rifle.
Oh, no, let's put it this way. It has a sniper rifle, it has a grenade launcher, a rocket launcher, a revolving grenade launcher. Weirdly enough, they're not that, even an anti-material rifle. Ironically, none of them are really big hitters, but I have a reasoning for this, and it's actually because I think that Fuzz is thinking, since it has a sight, it might help him with, if he got on top of the wagon, he could use it to scout around.
Yeah.
I figure also I'm only getting 4 pieces of ammo.
All right.
4.
Yeah, okay, you requisitioned the gun, you forgot the ammo.
You only get 1 clip. Because it's expensive. Ammunition for this gun is expensive, so you only get 1 clip. Because that's what they have. That's what they have.
Make it.
Like, you're probably only getting this gun because Larissa nodded at the quartermaster when you requested it, because this is an important mission. Because the queen because the queen has been kidnapped.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As for me, I'm good.
All right.
I'm just in the wagon, sitting and waiting.
Yeah. Thankfully, they're really
unless I could get like a magic item that can make me even stealthier, and that's probably not going to happen. I
wish I would have thought of this earlier, so I could have looked at like the magic items list, the minor magic items, but common magic items.
It's not like you're gonna need it, Mr. Nat 20. 29 for stealth.
All right, so I'll load up in the wagon, and you get going, heading west down the trail that Boss shows you which way to go. All right. He points down the path, like, again, down this way, ahead it, like he tells you the road to take and which turn you need to make it to where the ambush apparently happened.
Alright.
And it takes you a few hours to get there, and when you do, like, you see smoke coming off it, but it's like the fires are long dead. Mm-hmm. But it definitely it looks like it was a caravan that got crashed.
Mm-hmm.
When you reach it, and now you got to determine which path they took.
All right.
You reach a crossroads, and there is the remains of what used to be a caravan. I should have done more detail. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was trying to rush.
Do you also want to know like my passive perception or anything?
Oh yeah, passive perception. What's everyone's passive perception?
A 9.
Okay, my passive is 15, but I'd like to actually actively do...
You'll get that in a minute. Yeah. I was going to ask for it in a minute.
Okay.
Perception or investigation, but passives for now. So I can determine what you guys see as you're coming up.
Eric,
So I have a third... Yeah, I was going to say, I just didn't know if Sean was going to repeat himself. So I have a 13 for passive. And I'm sure you have like a high double-digit number, Alexia.
I have a 19.
Jesus Christ.
Expertised.
Pappy just sees some broken cards and like, yeah, whatever.
Passive investigation is 16 as well.
Zell and... Well, I don't think there is a passive investigation.
No, there is.
Yeah.
It does exist. It's just rarely employed.
I've never seen... Yeah. Okay. I'm probably going to have to roll that anyway, but all right, moving on.
I mean, there's passive scores for everything, but it almost never comes into play.
Yeah. Zell and Buzz, you do notice the wreck carts. You notice the remains of 2 carts and, like, surprisingly, not any bodies. Mm-hmm. I guess there were more people that were with the caravan, but they weren't with. They didn't take. I mean, they didn't go with Vega, to the guild hall. Mm-hmm. So, which means they were either too shocked to do it, or they were in no shape to do it.
Okay. I would like to hop out of the wagon as we're approaching.
All right. One last thing. Zephyr does notice that there were 3 sets of cart tracks instead of 2.
Mm-hmm. That makes it a little harder.
So there were 3 carts that had a similar things, not just 2. Is what you noticed with the passive 19. All right, now you can do your RP stuff. Sorry, RP summon rolls.
Okay, I think Fuzz is going.
Oh shit!
Oh, sorry. What's Fuzz going to do? And then you can go. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I figured Fuzz would climb onto the top of the cart, and I don't know what kind of because that's the reason why I was thinking with the sniper rifle, since it has the scope broken down. He was going to use it the scope of the rifle to look down the 2 paths.
Yeah. Well, 4 paths. There's the path you came down. It's a crossroad. It's 2 roads that cross each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, that would be perception, but what did Eric do?
I rolled investigation. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, my.
So that's a 23 total.
That is very nice.
And you were complaining about what earlier?
I've rolled once. And I got lucky with a natural 20. You've rolled, what, 2 or 3 times?
2.
You've rolled twice and gotten high scores, and your passive perception is almost 20.
That's from expertise. Expertise is a thing.
Yeah, but it's impressive still.
You don't get to complain about my one good roll.
I'm not
just
complaining.
naturally good.
You were complaining about me.
You just used.
You just exist and everything goes your way.
No, because if I ever farm Tsukuyomi on 14, it takes me like 99 tries to get 1 kimono.
I'm talking about D&D.
I know.
I know it sounds like I don't like Alexial listeners. I do, though. I'm just giving him a hard time because Sean and I have played with him.
Unfortunately, it's very consistent.
Yeah, we've played with Alexiel in offline private games before the podcast, and just every fucking roll was like, somewhere between 15 and 20. Like, he couldn't fail if he tried.
I think I did one time.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Yes.
The natural 20, you are able to find the tracks much like Zephyr had already noticed.
Okay.
You are able to notice there was indeed 3 carts in this caravan, and one of them was taken entirely. You can even see which way it went.
Okay. I start walking off after it.
All right. Do you want to do your perception still, Sean?
Yeah, but I do have a question. Since I'm using the scope of the sniper rifle, do I get any kind of bonus, like advantage or anything?
I'll give you advantage. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, that sounds like either a natural 20 or a natural 1.
No, it's a 10 because my advantage is actually lower at a 3.
Oh, that's painful.
Oh wait, no, it's 16. Sorry, I didn't realize my second dice I rolled past the other ones and knocked it to a 3. So yeah, it's a 16.
Another thing that both Zephyr and Zell would notice, because between their nat 20 and their but the 15, you can also basically get you can see where they turned off the main road down the western road and headed into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And what Zephyr and Zell would notice from his passive and your nat 20 is there were a lot of this GG that attacked. And with your 20, you notice that 2 sets of the tracks are less feet print and more look like spikes were hitting the ground several times. Something skittering, almost.
Spikes, huh?
Hmm?
And skittering.
Yeah.
Gee, what does that sound like, folks?
I wonder if this is a giant enemy crab.
We must hit it in its weak point for massive damage.
Not my intention, but that is pretty funny.
As you can tell, listeners, we're doing this partially asleep / waking up, so we're all kind of loopy.
Yeah. This is an early recording day. And I did not sleep well last night, so I am fueled. I am fueled by coffee. No, I don't know why I have an accent.
I was going to say, for those of us who didn't understand, he was saying that he's purely fueled by coffee.
Fully, but essentially, yes.
Either way, I'm kind of close behind it. Moving on.
Yeah. So you know which way they went.
Yeah,
you found them
just
fast.
Happily trots on down the lane that he found.
Even though they are going by cart?
Yeah. He found his thing and it's like, oh, they went this way, and just kind of walks off.
Okay. They have a speed advantage because they're on a cart, right?
Yes.
And you were instructed to try and get to them before they reached the ocean.
Yes.
So why are you walking? I'm kidding. I don't know. Sorry.
All right.
Because he found the track and he's going after the queen as quickly as he can.
What's everyone else doing?
Fuzz gets down in the cart and just drives past.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of fly with the cart and probably just scoop up Zell on the way.
Okay.
Because I got that cunning action for dashes on top of a normal dash.
Okay.
Whee! I'm flying.
You're not gonna be flying for long.
Sorry, that's just entertaining.
Aww.
So,
you're gonna sit down immediately on the cart.
Quick thing. Since you're taking the cart, you're going to get it. And since you found it so fast, I'm going to give you advantage for this. One person, whoever is driving the cart, I need you to roll me. What would it be? If you have vehicle proficiency, it would be that. If not, maybe survival or what else could it be? What else could it be for this? I'm trying to think.
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Yeah, there's the horses. So I need whoever wants to be controlling the cart, or whoever wants the highest score, to roll to determine how quickly you are able to follow this trail.
Well, it ain't going to be me or Zephyr because of Zephyr's description like half a second ago.
Yeah.
So what would it have to be rolling to drive it?
It's survival or animal handling.
Or
survival or
land
animal
vehicle.
Or land vehicle if you have proficiency with land
I
vehicle.
have proficiency in land vehicle.
I have proficiency in animal handling.
Okay, you both can roll for it then. And since you know the path so well, you both get advantage.
Oh, we
How
both
fast
roll
you
for
can-
it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you both roll for it just since you're both on the cart on the front. Determine how fast you track these people. This is
Also
going way
considering
faster
that-
than the first game.
Also, considering that we're small, probably need the both of you at the controls anyway, so it worked out.
I mean, yeah, 2
They
horses.
rolled a 17.
I'm
with
not
advantage?
using these dice anymore.
Oh,
I rolled an 8
with
So there's
advantage.
Gale.
with advantage because it was a 2 and a 3.
Damn.